Arc Raiders, the new gaming sensation that has its little robotic claws in everybody. I have never played an extraction shooter before, but as a fan of action-packed games where something new and exciting happens on every run, it seemed high time for me to give in to the most recent trend and give this genre a shot. Plus, it will give me a chance to try and satiate my inner loot goblin. Loading in for the very first time, I had no idea what to expect, but I think it's safe to say that I was really excited. I literally just heard something outside and I had no idea what it was, and when I looked out there, my neighbor was hanging sausages from the tree in their front yard, so that's how my day's going. Yep, not distracted at all. After getting started looting the trunk of a car and wrestling with the menu, we moved forward when I noticed something. That's what we're supposed to be fighting? I'm supposed to take that down with a pistol? I don't know if that's gonna happen, but you know, maybe I'll surprise myself. Continuing on, we came across another raider, and he doesn't seem too excited to see us. Oh, Okay, well, we killed somebody. After the bloodbath, we explore a rundown pizzeria, grabbing some super valuable loot. What do we got? Expired pasta, okay, nice. We go to make our way to the exit when we get struck by a sudden but inevitable betrayal. It's nice and noisy, so I'm sure, okay, yep. So, I guess we're dead. That was the shortest little session ever. After taking an angry nap to literally sleep off gunshot wounds, we dust ourselves off and keep on going. We find some replacement goodies on the corpse of another raider, and make our way to a nearby elevator.
Whoever this is, you're not supposed to use this elevator.
Oh, okay.
You are making exceptions.
Thank you, I appreciate that. We wait for what seems like an unreasonably long time. They're taking their sweet time, aren't they? But eventually the lift arrives, and we use a nearby terminal to return to Speranza. We go in here and we activate this to go down to Speranza. It's a pretty interesting name. Speranza, it's got a little spice to it. I guess I should supply some backstory here based on my very limited understanding. From what I've gathered, humanity is hiding underground after being attacked by mechanical menaces known as the Ark. Speranza is one of the last and largest strongholds, and they send raiders topside to scavenge for gear and supplies. It seems like we're an outsider though, but while they're a little bit wary of us, I'm sure we'll be right at home in no time. From here we get to make our character, which is cool and all, but I feel like it's a little limited. Like, what do you mean I can't tweak individual facial features? And why is there no option for my beautiful bald baby boy to have a beard? I mean, I assume we're gonna be wearing helmets and masks and all kinds of stuff that covers my face anyway, but it would have gone a long way towards making me feel more attached to Randy the Random Raider. We get our first quest from Shawnee, the security officer, to go topside and gather some stuff to prove that we're on the up and up. Afterwards, we pick out our gear, or rather don't pick out our gear, because I have a feeling this is gonna go real bad real quick. You know, we're gonna take a free loadout just to be safe, you know. If I know anything about extraction shooters, which I don't, to be clear, I know that if you get taken out, you lose whatever you're holding, so we're gonna play it safe. We're just gonna go in with a free loadout and just hope for the best. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? We finally arrive at the first map, Damn Battlegrounds. Here we are. As I begin to scrounge around for some loot, I am filled with a combination of nerves and excitement. I may be new to this game and extraction shooters as a whole, but as I hear the gunfire in the distance, I remind myself that danger could be lurking around any corner. We need to keep an eye out, not only for Ark, but also for other raiders that are thirsty for our precious loot. We start to explore the power generation complex, which I could have sworn was the name of a supplement my wife had me take before we went to the gym the last time, but I could be mistaken. It's always interesting to see the derelict ruins of the civilization that came before, and as somebody who grew up playing games like Fallout, I feel right at home. This place has such a cool vibe, and there's even a high-tech searchlight to add to the ambience. Except it's not for ambience, and it's actually trying to kill us. Man, I sure am glad that I had some cover between me and most of those bullets. Sure, we got tagged a little bit, but we got super lucky. And now I know about that trap for future encounters, and definitely won't get caught with my pants down going forward. We continue looting and scooting, eventually re-emerging outside. After being confined to the corridors below, I am feeling very exposed out here. Especially because I'm worried that all the gunfire from that previous turret will draw unwanted attention. I decide our best course of action will be to continue our search in a nearby structure. I head inside, close the door, and whoopsie poopsie, would you look at that? It's another turret. Oh piss. Okay, well. Finishing the job his cousin started, the wall turret cuts through my health and shields like a hot knife through butter. I reopen the door, crawl outside, and take the time to close the door behind me again. Because I may be bleeding out on the concrete, but mama didn't raise no boy with no manners, damn it. I try to use the proximity chat to call out for help, not realizing that my settings on my PlayStation won't let anyone hear me. But it doesn't matter. There is no one around to hear my cries either way. And I die, cold and alone.
Failure.
Wow, great! Back in Speranza, I decide to switch things up for our next raid. Alright, maybe having some headgear on will help me, be a little more resilient, help me feel more confident out there on the surface. And if any other raiders see me, maybe they'll think I'm such a dweeb that I'm not a threat and they won't try to take me down. We spawn in with another free loadout, and we still need to do more looting to complete the quest that Shawnee gave us earlier. On our way to a nearby point of interest, I finally get a chance to stop and smell the flowers and really take in the scenery for the first time. I gotta say that the environments look pretty great. I mean, as good as run-down, destroyed areas can, I guess. As we leave the ruins of a broken bridge, I spot a flying arc in the distance and figure there's no better time than now to try and see how combat works. You know what, let's test it out. Let's see how this fighting is. And we've got a slow shooting rifle, so that's great. Reload, please. And it's still standing. This is not ideal. We knocked it out of the sky, though. After taking the wasp down, I get confused and pick up a field crate, thinking it was dropped by the enemy arc. After slowly walking without being able to find where to use it, I eventually just leave it in the dust and get back to looting a nearby apartment building. I then realize that I've completed my quest and have collected a lot of stuff. Not sure if any of it is good, but we got a lot of it and that's what matters. I'm starting to feel that pressure that only an extraction shooter can bring. I may not know what any of these items I'm picking up are for, but I do know that if I get killed again, I will lose everything. I'm panicking with these packed pockets, but at least all this scavenging is getting me a decent chunk of XP. I also learned to do this neat little trick. Oh, yeah, we'll just search that through the wall. Why not? And we just phased through the wall. Nice. Some elite tech you guys may not know about. I'm already in here. I'm cracking the code. I'm making sure that we find the best strats. With our bag absolutely brimming with one man's trash but this man's treasure, I make for a nearby elevator to extract. As I get closer, I spot a flying arc nearby and decide to try and pick it off from a distance before making my escape. Looks like there is an arc robot kind of guarding it, so we'll take a shot on him real quick and try and reload real quick as he's getting closer. Okay, we missed. That's not a great start here. Okay, there's one, and oh! Oh, shoot! Okay. Reload, please. Reload, please. We're getting shocked. We're getting constantly shocked. Okay, we're dodging. We're learning. Oh my god. This thing is gonna take me out, and this is gonna be so embarrassing. Please do not kill me. It is still going. It is still tanking damage. Okay, we finally got it. I'm dead. I have died. Yeah. So, I didn't really know how to effectively use that weapon or the quick item wheel, and I definitely didn't realize that the Hornet is armored. So we kind of just traded kills there. Whoops. I desperately crawled towards the elevator, trying to call out for help via proximity chat that still isn't working, and using the in-game call-out option. But alas, there was no one nearby to help me out. Okay, we died. Well, so we're making some progress. We were able to take down a guy, but we, according to the game, killed ourselves. So we've got that going for us. So, no loot once again, but as a consolation prize, we level up and get a pet chicken, I guess? Scrappy the rooster, look at that. Not sure where he came from, why he gives us random supplies, or why he wants to wear a dog collar, apparently, but, I'm here for it. Here we also get our first little sampling of things that we can craft to help us on our raids. And I can instantly tell that we are going to need to prioritize building up our home base if we want to even stand a chance of surviving on the surface. There's also a skill tree in this game, which I didn't know about, but it is a welcome inclusion. I'm sure that everybody online has already metagamed the ever-loving crap out of these skills and plotted out the optimal build. But for someone like me, it is just a cool way for me to customize my character and make it feel more like my own. That, and it can give me the illusion that I'm actually making some progress, even when I'm getting absolutely clapped by Ark and returning home empty-handed. Hooray! We return to Shawnee, deliver our finished quest, and pick up 2 more. One asks us to scavenge some things from her grocery list, and the other asks us to destroy some Ark to get some revenge for our last 2 embarrassing deaths. Speaking of embarrassing deaths, I really don't want to set myself up for failure again, and although I'm really worried about dying and losing what little loot I currently have, I want to make sure I'm setting myself up for success and putting my best foot forward. So, I've decided to bite the bullet and use some of the gear I currently have in my stash. And I'm just hoping this is the turning point for me. Maybe having an actual loadout will give me the advantages I need while I'm still learning the game. 3rd time's the charm though, right? Got a couple more quests to complete, I'm getting more comfortable, getting more confident. At least that's what I'm gonna go with. With my trusty customized loadout, I set off through the South Swamp Outpost. As is custom, we do a little exploring and looting to get started. Eventually, I find another field crate. There's another one of these. Where are we supposed to carry those? I'd like to know before I waste my time just kind of moving all over with it. While searching around, I find a machine that looks like it might be able to open the crate. So we head back and pick it up, slow walk our way over, and sure enough, it works. We are rewarded for our efforts with some ammo and supplies. And I have to say, I'm feeling pretty pleased with myself if I do say so myself. As we leave, I hear some gunfire and see a flare go up. Oh no, somebody just got killed. I rush over to offer my assistance because I am the good boy and I do the good boy things. And after taking down the remaining Ark, I try to go over and help the downed raider. Hey, can you hear me?
Please. Friendly. First time playing the game. Help a brother out.
I'm brand new. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I don't have anything to heal you with.
Sorry.
I quickly realize that something has been wrong with my voice settings on PS5, and I try to fix it. Unfortunately, I'm not quick enough. How do I pick you up? Oh, How tragic. My first real interaction with another player, and he just died at my feet. Well,
he ain't getting any deader.
Better put this loot to good use, you know what I'm saying? Sensei Wu, if you happen to somehow see this, I'm really sorry I didn't know how to pick you up. That is my bad, man. After picking our friend's bones clean, we continue further into the swamp and spot what looks like a giant downed robot. The map tells me that this is a barren husk, and at first I'm disappointed because I can't find any places to actually loot it. But eventually I figure out that you can climb on top and interact with it. Oh yeah, you can scavenge up here. Oh Did I just wake it up? Oh, flip, oh, flip, oh, flip. It's pissed. It's on fire. That guy's here now. Oh, okay, we just got taken out. Yep. Some fumbling and being not so quick with the quick item usage causes me to die. Again. Like previous raids, I try to see if anybody's close enough to hear my proximity chat. Hello? But unfortunately for me, it looks like we're off to join Sensei Wu in that big loot pile in the sky. Oh, Lord. You know, I'd love to say that it went okay, but it really didn't. It really didn't. We made a nice little move here. We watched a man die in front of us, and then we died ourselves. So I guess that's life, right? Hey, we took something in our safe pocket. We got an advanced arc power cell, so it's a very valuable resource. Okay, that's great. So yeah, to say things aren't going the way I would have liked is an understatement. It's clear that I'm going to have to put in some serious work, but I will not rest until I master this game. What have I gotten myself into?